Hello, Silver Surfers, fellow silver athletes. Um, it's a quick motivational or empathetic video. But I was looking at a little clip from David Goggins, and I related to something he said. And the essence of what he was saying was that, this is not easy for me. Every time I wake up, my brain is constantly trying to tell me, why are you doing this? This is gonna hurt. Don't do this. And he was saying, when I get my shoes unlaced up, it's the hardest thing I have to do. But when I get done, it's such a huge feeling of accomplishment. And he said that's what I live for, but it's hard every day. And I think his point was, people think that this is easy for him. And it's easy for me, not an athlete, somebody to look and say, he's special, he's different. But his point was, I have the same wall of resistance you do. He said the difference with me is that I get to seeing it and pushing it, because I know if I overcome it, what's on the other side. There's other terms for this. I have friends in the military who used to always say, embrace the suck. And that's kind of what it is. But what it is you realize that there's no fear but fear itself. There's nothing else there. It's your mind is creating a wall of resistance because of the pain and discomfort. Now, this could be evolutionary, because we don't have that Paleolithic lifestyle. And the Paleolithic lifestyle would try to steer us away from things that are extremely taxing or exhaustive, because we never had enough food. So it might be that. But there are some humans who just wake up and love challenges. And there are others who've learned to like it. And the common theme is that once you overcome it, there's a positive response. It's the same thing with me. When I wake up, my sprint days are Mondays and Thursdays, and I have to tell you, there are some days I'm excited to go sprint, but those are days when I haven't sprinted at the last week or something. But I get out there in the middle of the day because I have a job, and if I could get out there about 10, my level of, you wake up, you have coffee, let's go. But I usually miss that window, and I'm out here by 11. So my little morning energy is dipped, and it is currently 95 degrees here. Feels like 108. So I have to tell you, I saw that and I said it's the same thing with me. Every time I get ready to go, to drive out to the field, it's at this point, it's not me talking myself out of it. It's like, this is going to suck. I'm not ready for this. I don't feel good. I don't know what's going to happen. But the thing is, I've gone through it so many times. It's just like, those are just like the nagging voices. And I'm like, just let him talk. Let's just get out there and warm up. And without fail, I get all my stuff. I slowly walk out to the field. I'm sure people who are here are like, what's up with this guy? He's like walking like a homeless guy, slowly out there. But I know my body's lazy at this age, and it takes me a while. But the minute I warm up, I'm good to go. And at the end, I'm blasted, I'm heat soaked. I need electrolytes, and sometimes I need sugar. I'll pass out, and I go home and I feel amazing. So I have a video on atomic habits, and I think it's a good read. But in order to get to that point where you face the wall and overcome it, because you know what's at the end of it. I'm at that point now. It's 4 years sprinting. You got to develop little habits that are going to decrease. Your brain puts up enough resistance every morning when you're getting out your CNS. You're getting older. Your metabolism isn't as stoked. So what I do is I take out the things in my life logistically that would add to my resistance. So I found a field that's close to my house. It's always empty. I talk to the club owner. They don't mind that I come. There's nobody here when I come. There's a nice tree line. It's very comfortable. It's very relaxing. and I take shade in the tree line in between sprints. There's a bathroom in case I need it. And, it's not far, and there's a grocery store close by in case I need to grab something on the way. So, I kind of remove these little things so that when it's the sprint day comes, I have very little excuses. And with time, now remember, I started sprinting when I didn't have this feel, and I was doing it in my parking garage, and then I found a gym with a turf. And then finally I moved a few years ago to an area where there were a lot of natural turf soccer fields. But I built the sprinting into my habit where I have to go sprint. And it is the hardest days of my work week. I train about 6 days a week, sometimes 7. And there's such a high wall of resistance to come out here every day and put on the spikes and run that the gym days are actually easy. I see them as like fun play days. But I've been doing it so much that as soon as I wake up, I already know these voices are going to creep in at 11. I got to use the bathroom again. I got to get water. I got to get all this stuff. And then you're going to walk out and you're going to doubt. These voices are going to be like, do you think you should shorten the distance? Do you think you can do your full workout? How does your foot feel? How does your calf feel? How does your core feel? Did you bring it up? You just ignore it. You know what it is every morning or day you're going to go work out. You're going to walk through a street and there's going to be all these people. They're not cheering for you. They're just going to be saying, hey, you sure this is a good idea? And you just learning to ignore them. They know that they're going to be there. And they have a purpose somehow in your life. But you just keep going and ignore them and get to your destination and do what you need to do. They're there to show you, to give you a visual of the obstacles you overcome in life that maybe other people are scared to do. And when you're done and you keep going, the next set of people that you come up to are going to be the people cheering for you, which is where you finish your workout. For me, it's my sprints. You pat yourself on the back. And that's when I text my friends. I have a couple of friends and my coach I text, and we have conversations. So they keep me honest. So as much as I have a habit before I get to my workout, before the destination, that habit has these discouraging, condescending voices. I also have the positive reinforcement at the end. So I know that once I jump down the chute and I'm jumping the car and we're headed, I know these voices are going to be there. My workout is going to be there. I'm very good about my warm-up procedure. I'm very good about the stuff. But at the end, you get your friends. So that's how I think of it. So try to build little habits. Try to, you got to hit your workout every day, or your run, or jiu-jitsu class, or Muay Thai class. Try to schedule it or your life so there's very little logistic and scheduling resistance to it. So you easily get there. So the only demon that you have to face is the one in here. And with time, you're going to learn to ignore that demon. And I have to tell you, that teaches you to deal with pain and ignore pain and discomfort. And it makes you tougher. And when other things come up in your life, those are the same voices and demons that discourage you. And you've already learned to ignore them. So it's translatable. And that is my talk about motivation, embracing the suck, building good habits, recognizing the reward, building that into a habit, and recognizing it, internalizing that skill, because you can use it in other parts of your life that you may not even think. And okay, I think I've cooled down, and I'm going to go home and eat some rice, chicken, some lamb and beans, and some avocado. All right, well, you guys have a great day and stay strong.